In the 4th century, in the 300s, going up into the 6th, 7th century and onward, there were the desert hermits who entered into the desert to get away from society and to be in solitude and in prayer alone. A lot of them as hermits, completely alone. Some of them had small settlements of like 2 to 6 people, sparsely interconnected with other settlements, but a lot of them were in fact alone. And they had a lot of wise sayings. People actually pilgrimaged out into the desert to meet with them and gain wisdom from them. And then Athanasius and Augustine later saw that, who were ecclesiastical church statesmen that were in society, saw how successful these desert fathers and mothers were in preaching and in virtue, that they adopted a lot of the practices and lifestyle, aesthetic lifestyle that they embodied, and then incorporated those practices into the church. So there became monasticism, monks, monasteries, and monks, St. Augustine, monks, and then later Martin Luther was an Augustinian monk, but within like society still. These desert fathers and mothers, though, were completely living the hermit life in the desert, and one of them was Saint Moses, the black Saint Moses, the strong. The man who flees and lives in solitude is like a bunch of grapes ripened by the sun, but he who remains amongst men is like an unripe grape. Solitude and prayer with God, communication with God, God will ripen that person. But a man that is with other men will be strengthened and fortified by the traditions of men, which are faulty and in error. There's a lot in here. I'm gonna be reading these maybe like every other day or so. I'll read some of these wise anecdotes that these desert fathers said. This is a good one if you're looking for this. The selections from the sayings of the desert fathers. Just Google that, or I can link you guys if you want these. I can email them to you or give you a link or something for them. All right. Praise the Lord Jesus.